the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A beautiful fake. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Cousins now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run the counter. It's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he gets this one down to the 24. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, an 18-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. Gets through and now an opening. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the 2nd half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play fake. Cousins. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adave Owe in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Give to Cook out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Vikings. Yeah. Dalvin Cook, 47 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Ravens nothing.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Jackson. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Cook, a first down and more. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Now Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 8 yards to go on second down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.